quote. I believe this might be the Journal, but I did get a very good. I think it's the Washington Post. This one is, and it's got a great. I'll give it to you. I exaggerate, of course, but he was at a game in Baltimore. Anyone who loves the sport will find hours of undiluted joy in one of the best books on baseball or any other sport that I have encountered. In addition to being astute baseball fans, the authors are also professors. Randy Roberts at Purdue, Johnny Smith at Georgia Tech. Their intensive research is backed by brisk writing that lets this reader sense he was sitting in a prime third baseline seat. Wow. And again, this is serious here. For some reason, Basic Books, the editor, we love these books, but I guess they've never heard of us, so there you go. But we'll see if we can get Season of the Sun by Pony Express, and maybe we'll get it in the next 3 weeks. We'll keep that on. We'll keep an eye on that here as we move it along. As we chat, let's say hello to Andy in Seattle, and he's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Andrew, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay, what do you have for me?
I'm good, Doggy. Hey, I heard you talk about the golf tournament, the third round, and the 787 flying over the golf course.
On Saturday, I loved it. On Saturday afternoon. Go ahead. Let me hear.
Yeah, so the reason why, I know I watch way too much golf, but the golf tournament is actually called it's RBC Heritage Classic presented by Boeing. So it was a scheduled promo that day, and Nance and Faldo they were going gaga over it.
Oh, really? So that was so Boeing sponsors that event. I didn't know that. But the planes overhead were fascinating. So everybody knew at the time. Now, if you watched that without sound, for the first few minutes, you said to yourself, oh, my God, this is a plane in distress. Now, if you had the sound on, they filled you in immediately, so it wasn't a big deal, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so I got caught with that. My fault. All right, next. Go ahead. Let me hear.
Well, this has been a crazy April all over the country with the weather and all these East Coast cities getting snowed out. I don't really think there's a good equation to solve it, but I mean, every team, if you get boggled down to it, every team has a handful of scheduling quirks. Like, for example, did you know the Angels make all their trips out here to Seattle, all three of them, before Seattle makes one trip to Southern California? So if the schedule makers if they're not mindful of things like that, how are they going to be able to be mindful of all these abundant East Coast versus East Coast games?
No, well, let's double check that. I'm sure you're right. They go to Seattle on May 4th, 5th, and 6th. They go to Seattle again on June 11th, 12th, and 13th. And they go to Seattle the third time, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of July. Seattle visits the Angels July 10th, 11th, and 12th, July 27th, 28th, and 29th. And they play the Angels in Anaheim in mid-September. Wow! I did not know that. That is fascinating. Didn't know that, Andy. Good pickup on your part. Go ahead. Next.
Well, that's basically it. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to Price versus Ohtani. I'm not going to make too big of a deal. I know the Boston people were going crazy last week when Price took himself out of the game in the first inning against the Yankees, and then the next day he's throwing long toss at Fenway Park. But it's not the greatest optic. Your thoughts on that? Yeah,
he didn't look good there. I mean, especially since he doesn't miss a start. He gave up some runs in that first inning. He took himself out with the tingling. It's the Yankees. They lost the game. He pitched poorly in that first inning. Price has got a lot to prove. I mean, I can understand people getting annoyed there. No question. Here's Mike in Orange County, California, and he's with us here on Mad Dog Unleashed. Mike, good afternoon. How are you today? What do you have for me?
Mad Dog, how are you, my man?
Hello, Mike. Nice to talk to you. What's on your mind today? What do you have?
Listen, obviously the Angels. Do you believe we're the center of the baseball universe again? This is absolutely fantastic.
Are you going to sell is the game sold out tonight?
I don't know, but I'm assuming it will be. Because anytime this guy's pitched once, I told you a few weeks ago, I went to the game against the A's.
Right.
The crowd was electric. Could you imagine tonight against the Red Sox? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, absolutely right. That was 9 days ago.
I'm a Boston fan.
Yeah, you called me and you said that it's the first time they've sold out a game in April in a long time outside of opening day. So they
exactly.
They should sell out tonight.
Red Sox coming in.
Right.
You got the Yankees coming in this month. I can't wait for that game. You got the Giants. It's an incredible home schedule. But let me say, the Shohei phenomenon, one of the best Angel phenomenons since. Can you answer the question, Doggy? What do you think before this was just an absolute took the Angels by storm? I'll give you a hint. 1986. Wally World.
Yeah,
Wally Joyner.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah, I sure do. Good job with Joyner. He was a good player. He was a rookie on that team. Yeah, absolutely right, Joyner. Now, here is the Angels' schedule. Speaking of fun, Red Sox, Giants on this homestand, at Houston, and then the Yankees come in. Wow. That is good, is it not? Now, Ohtani pitches tonight. If you go by the six-man rotation, he will miss the Yankees. Tonight he pitches. He would probably pitch, well, he may not miss the Yankees. He'll pitch a game in Houston probably next Tuesday, and then he would miss the Yankees. If he goes Monday, he could face the Yankees. His next three starts, Ohtani, if they really wanted to push it a little bit, could be Red Sox, Houston, Yankees. 9 in front of the hour here on Mad Dog Unleashed.
With SiriusXM on demand.